you to evacuate. We do not want you to stay.
Millions evacuated from Florida to North Carolina, fleeing the coast in bumper-to-bumper traffic. Store shelves emptying. Schools closing for millions of kids. Thousands of flights canceled. Our team on the ground as the Southeast braces for Matthew.
Bashing Bill, Donald Trump's new line of attack.
Oh, did Bill Clinton blow it? Whoa, did he blow it?
So you've got this crazy system where...
Going after the former president for his comments on Obamacare and praising himself for Mike Pence's debate performance.
I'm getting a lot of credit because that's really my first so-called choice.
As both candidates gear up for their next showdown.
Panic on a plane.
994, we got smoke in the cabin.
A Southwest flight evacuated after a passenger says his replacement Samsung phone started burning.
I noticed smoke just pouring out of my pocket.
Should these phones be banned from planes?
Live in Times Square, this is GMA with Robin Roberts, George Stephanopoulos, and Michael Strahan.
And good morning, America. Let's take a live look right now at the Bahamas. Hurricane Matthew hitting right now. You see it there. Winds 125 miles an hour, and it's getting stronger.
It's getting really strong, George. And take a look at this satellite image. The storm is stretching 450 miles wide as it heads towards the U.S.
Here is what we know right now. 2.5 million people are evacuating the coast. Florida's governor says this could be the state's biggest evacuation ever. More than 2,500 flights have already been canceled. Miami and Fort Lauderdale's airports are closing completely today. Now, if the hurricane makes landfall in the U.S., it could be the strongest storm to hit here in more than a decade.
And Florida is braced for it right now. Let's take a look at this apartment building in South Florida. Windows shuttered right there. Long lines at this grocery store. That's in Miami Beach. And we have team coverage all along Hurricane Matthew's path. Let's start with Ginger in Satellite Beach, Florida. Good morning, Ginger.
Good morning, George. I can't emphasize enough how serious this situation is. That hurricane is about 350 miles to my south and east, but I have to tell you, the National Weather Service is using words like loss of life, immense human suffering possible, and catastrophic damage. All possible if you don't prevent and make precautions now. So look at Hurricane Matthew on the satellite. We can see that image going over the Bahamas. Nassau just to the north of it at this point. It is moving northwest at 12 miles per hour, still a Category 3. It strengthened overnight. It could strengthen more as it approaches. You can see the outer bands making their way almost right there to Miami on radar, so it's getting picked up on the radar now. And I wanted to show you the timing. This is what we call the RPM model, or the hurricane warnings first. That is very important. If you are in red, this is an urgent, immediate situation for tonight through early tomorrow morning when the brunt of this storm makes its way up along the coast of Florida. So here's that RPM I was talking about. The image there over the Bahamas, and then we'll take you right through tonight. The time period makes us, by this evening, going up the coast right along South Carolina through Saturday, 9 p.m. I'm going to show you the exact track of this storm in just moments, but first, to where the storm will hit immediately, and that is our Alex Perez in Nassau, Bahamas.
Hey, good morning, Ginger. We, like so many others, have been up all night tracking this storm. The winds picking up here just a short time ago. Now, take a look behind me. You can see the winds whipping those palm trees around. Now, people here are hunkered down, but this storm, this hurricane, just getting started here in the Bahamas.
Overnight, Hurricane Matthew slamming the Bahamas. Wind gusts reaching 120 miles per hour, igniting power lines. Category 3 hurricane bringing torrential rain to the islands, over a foot of rain expected. More than 3,000 tourists remain in the Bahamas. Those staying at the luxury Atlantis Resort evacuated from their hotel rooms and hurried to the ballroom, where they spent the night on the floor.
We are concerned. We're trying to, make the best of it.
In Haiti, this aerial view shows the destruction in the coastal town of Jeremy. Barely 1% of the homes there still standing. Residents completely cut off, and now there's fears those who survived the storm may starve. Parts of Cuba reduced to rubble, entire buildings collapsed. Many structures, roofs torn off.
And back here in Nassau, we are expecting up to 15 inches of rain and a storm surge up to 15 feet high. So as you might imagine, everyone here taking all those precautions, doing what they can to stay safe. But here's the bad news. This hurricane expected to linger and batter the Bahamas all day. Amy?
All right, Alex, so much concern there for the Bahamas. And of course, right here in the U.S., we are following the millions of people who are evacuating as schools and businesses close along the coast. ABC's Rob Marciano is in Charleston, South Carolina. Good morning to you, Rob.
Good morning, Amy. As you very well know, this part of South Carolina is called the Low Country, and for good reason. It is barely above sea level, extremely vulnerable to hurricanes, and that includes this city of Charleston, which in the past 24 hours has turned into a virtual ghost town.
From Florida to the Carolinas, millions fleeing their homes as Hurricane Matthew barrels toward the U.S. Food flying off shelves, gas stations running out of fuel.
I spent almost an hour driving around looking for gas.
In South Carolina, interstate lanes reversed. Everyone has to go away from the coast.
We want you to evacuate. We do not want you to stay.
I gotta go home. Look at all these buses as far as the eye could see.
Buses offering free rides to those without cars.
It's gonna be super flooded, so we decided to leave.
Hundreds hunkering down in shelters.
I love my kids dearly. And I want to do what's best for them.
Businesses letting out early so people can board up their own homes. Residents scrambling for supplies. Stacks of barren shelves at home improvement stores.
Every chainsaw at this Lowe's sold out.
We got a lot of people coming in, scrambling for generators.
Coastal residents Emmett and Kate are just some of millions concerned they'll be without power after the storm.
How scared are people here?
Freaking out, I think.
They're freaking out?
Yeah.
Definitely kind of chaotic.
I mean, people are nervous. It's been nearly 20 years since a big hurricane has hit here. Floyd back in 1999. That took a 2-hour drive to Columbia, made it a 12-hour nightmare. So people are leaving early. Big impacts here tomorrow night and likely all day Saturday. Until then, anxious eyes on what this thing does to Florida first. Michael?
All right, thank you, Rob. And the storm is also causing major problems for flights. And Gio Benitez is at Miami International Airport. And that airport's about to close, right, Gio?
That's right, Michael. And when you're talking about these airports in the southeast, you're talking about some of the biggest in the country. So when this system is affected, the rest of the nation feels it too. Let's take a look at some numbers right now. We're looking right now already at more than 1,400 cancellations, most of those right here in South Florida. Miami International, where we're at right now, this place will have no flights after 12 noon. Many of these planes behind me, they're going to be moved to safer locations. Fort Lauderdale's airport is going to be closing at around 10:30 this morning until that storm passes. And now we're also looking at Atlanta, 100 cancellations there. Now we're also going to talk about tomorrow. We're already seeing cancellations too, more than 1,100 cancellations tomorrow. Orlando is going to be getting some big numbers there. We're already looking at more than 500 canceled already. No doubt, once this storm passes, airline operations teams are going to be looking at the tarmac, looking for any damage to fix it as soon as possible, George.
Right now, the southeast is shutting down. Gio, thanks very much. Let's go back to Ginger in Satellite Beach.
And George, I want to take you straight to that track because this place I'm standing now, I will not be standing later. It would be potentially deadly. So let me show you exactly why. It gets so close, it could make landfall close to here or just south. And you're seeing there as a Category 4. It hugs along the coast there through Friday night into Saturday. And that's why Georgia into South Carolina still could see gigantic effects, then turns back out into the Atlantic. Here we wanted to show you how far the wind field will reach. If you are in yellow, that's tropical storm force. If you're in orange, that is 58 miles per hour or plus. Hurricane force is in red. See there? It's at Friday night, there midnight tonight. It touches the coast. Then it moves up through Cape Canaveral, right along Jacksonville. And this is what we're talking about. Wind is one of the biggest events. If you have 120 mile per hour wind, that is a huge deal. And that's why we talked to Director Rick Knabb out of the National Hurricane Center. And Dr. Knabb, the last time Florida saw a landfalling major hurricane was Wilma in 2005. Population has increased greatly. I think folks just need to be reminded this is a huge wind event. And when you have 120 mile per hour winds, what kind of destruction can that do?
The extreme winds of a major hurricane can do a lot of damage, and not just at the coast. Those winds can penetrate inland. That'll be more so the case the closer this gets to the coast, or if it actually comes ashore, and those chances are increasing. And in addition to the wind, you've got the storm surge potential. If people have been told to evacuate, they need to get out this morning right away because time is running out fast. You don't want to be caught in a storm surge, the deadliest hazard of all. And don't vertically evacuate if you're on the coast and told to evacuate. You go up 20, 25 stories in your high rise, you're buying yourself another category higher on our wind scale.
Amy, the rain, the waves, there's so much more we can get to, and we will show you those impacts. You know me. You know I don't go above. I always want to be accurate. I'm always worried about being right. This one, I'm just worried. Much more coming up, Amy.
All right, we hope people certainly heed those evacuation warnings. Ginger, thank you. And of course, we'll be following the latest on Hurricane Matthew all morning long. But now to that big headline about a contractor for the NSA arrested by the FBI, accused of stealing top secret material. ABC's chief investigative correspondent Brian Ross is here. And Brian, sounds like at first read this could be another Edward Snowden, but perhaps this one's different?
It may well be, Amy, and good morning. Senior U.S. intelligence officials are calling the suspect more weirdo than whistleblower. But the fact that once again a contract employee at the NSA is accused of taking the country's most sensitive secrets out of the building is setting off alarms.
It all happened at NSA headquarters outside Washington, D.C. In a criminal complaint, the FBI says 51-year-old Harold Martin used his top-secret clearance as a contractor for the Booz Allen firm to download and remove huge amounts of top-secret codes and information.
Those who are sworn to protect it should not intentionally take that information.
But it comes just 3 years after another NSA Booz Allen contractor, Edward Snowden, portrayed in this movie as a heroic whistleblower.
I feel like I'm made to do this.
Was able to do much the same thing, and then he made public the NSA secrets that he stole.
When you download this kind of top secret information off the NSA network into your own computer or into a thumb drive, alarms should go off. Apparently, they didn't.
In this latest case, the FBI says it discovered the stolen secrets in a woodshed behind Martin's home in Maryland. His wife declined to answer questions.
Thank you very much.
But his lawyer says Martin is a man who loves his country and did not betray it. That's something the FBI is still investigating.
And so far, officials said they've seen no indication Martin had any connection to a foreign government, and unlike Snowden, he's not been charged with espionage.
And speaking of Snowden, he is still in Russia and charges against him still pending.
That's right, and his supporters have launched a campaign to get a presidential pardon for him, but so far President Obama has given no indication he'll get a free pass and that in fact he should come back and stand trial on espionage charges.
All right, Brian, thank you.
Okay, we're going to move on now to the race for the White House. 33 days until the final votes, just 3 days before the next big debate. Donald Trump looking for a comeback, hitting Bill Clinton hard as Hillary Clinton hits the books. ABC's Tom Yamas tracking it all. Good morning, Tom.
George, good morning to you. Sunday's debate is a town hall, and the Clinton campaign says Hillary feels very comfortable in this format, though she did have some hiccups in that last nationally televised presidential candidates forum. This as the Trump campaign is turning to Governor Chris Christie for help.
Donald Trump testing out a new attack against the Clinton campaign.
Oh, did Bill Clinton blow it? Whoa, did he blow it?
Seizing on these comments made by the former president criticizing Obamacare.
You've got this crazy system where all of a sudden 25 million more people have health care.
Can you imagine when he walked home to that beautiful home in Westchester and he said, "Hi, Hillary, how was your day?" Oh, did he suffer?
Bill Clinton later clarifying, saying he supports Obamacare, but it has some problems.
Remember, Hillary Clinton called Obamacare one of the greatest accomplishments of the president, of the Democratic Party, and of our country.
The Republican nominee also taking credit for his running mate's debate performance.
Mike Pence did an incredible job, and I'm getting a lot of credit because that's really my first so-called choice. That was my first hire, as we would say in Las Vegas.
Hillary Clinton deep in debate prep with her team, using the VP debate as a launching pad for Sunday night, saying Pence wasn't looking out for Trump.
When your own running mate won't defend the top of the ticket, I think that tells you everything you need to know about who's qualified and temperamentally fit to be president.
Now, Trump is gearing up for Sunday's town hall debate format today in New Hampshire, getting some practice taking questions from voters in a similar setup. Governor Christie will be on hand for that. And George, from our What the Files, check out this tweet from Rosie O'Donnell. She's tweeting this to Ivanka Trump: in a city of 8 million, we meet face to face. I thank you for listening mother to mother on this New Year's week. My best to you. George, apparently they met at a restaurant not too far from our studios. To have been a fly on that wall to hear that conversation,
Wow,
George.
I'll bet. I guess she was referring to the Jewish New Year.
Right.
Okay, Tom, thanks very much. We're here now with Donald Trump's campaign manager, Kellyanne Conway. Thank you for coming in again this morning. Let's start out with picking up on what Hillary Clinton was doing there from the stump. Democrats have also putting out videos and ads saying that Mike Pence missed an opportunity to defend Donald Trump on Tuesday night.
We totally disagree. I understand why they're desperate to clean up Tim Kaine's performance. He interrupted 72 times. When he wasn't interrupting the female moderator, he was just ignoring her, pleading with him to stop and answer the question. We're really happy with Governor Pence's performance. It was spectacular, and it stuck to substance. And the fact that he's on the ticket very proudly tells you all you need to know about how he feels about Donald Trump.
On the substance, he did expose some differences between Donald Trump and Mike Pence, especially on the issue of Syria. Many, many times Mr. Trump has said we shouldn't be taking sides in that fight. But Mike Pence on Tuesday night said we should be preparing to take military action against the Assad regime. Does Donald Trump agree with that now?
What Donald Trump and Mike Pence agree on, George, is that the Russia reset that Hillary Clinton proudly tried to own has been a complete disaster. These fake and feigned red lines were not real. And what do we have now? We have a full-blown humanitarian crisis.
So take military action against Assad?
We don't know. When they're president and vice president, we'll see. But what we know is that we want to join with allies in the region for help. But this is a humanitarian crisis. It's heartbreaking to everyone, George. It's a nonpartisan issue to read those stories every single day of families being torn apart and people being murdered. I
know you're pleased with Mike Pence's performance on Tuesday night. A lot of reviews from Mr. Trump coming out of his debate, not so good. The polls have fallen since then. There's something in the Wall Street Journal this morning. It said that Mr. Trump equivocated on his belief that he won that debate when he reviewed the videotapes. What did he learn from those tapes?
We learned from those tapes that he was trying to answer the questions as they were asked, and Mrs. Clinton was there really trying to get out those 5 or 6 zingers that she had rehearsed a number of days. And so this time, I think that Donald Trump in a town hall format, it's one in which he's very comfortable. You've seen him because ABC has covered some of his town hall formats. He enjoys sitting there one-on-one. He enjoys engaging with the audience. He's the one out there at these rallies and smaller settings every single day. He just had a West Coast tour where basically there were more people outside trying to get in than inside practically. Thousands and thousands of people there to hear his message. So it's a comfortable format. And I think Donald Trump got no credit for being gracious to Secretary Clinton, asking her, should I call you Secretary Clinton, when she was calling him Donald. At the end, pulling his punches about Bill Clinton and the women and the way Hillary Clinton treated those women, blaming and shaming them in the 1990s when it was revealed her husband was having those affairs. He got no credit for being gracious and restrained. But I thought he made a lot of great points in that debate. He talked about the differences on trade and immigration, and that Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama created the vacuum in which ISIS.
But he does need a win Sunday night, doesn't he?
He needs a win on November 8th, and we're headed that way. For all the talk about Hillary Clinton surging in the polls, she's not at 50% and staying anywhere in these states. Why is that for somebody who's spending tens of millions of dollars in negative ads against us? I think people are rejecting the negative campaign.
Kellyanne Conway, thanks very much. Next presidential debate Sunday night right here on ABC. Our Martha Raddatz co-moderating with Anderson Cooper of CNN, and I'll be anchoring our live coverage with our whole political team starting at 9 Eastern. Now let's go back to Ginger in Florida.
George, one quick look at the storm surge. That's something we weren't able to detail, but look at that. 3 to 5 in the orange colored areas. There's 6 to 9 foot storm surge possible anywhere in red. That includes Jacksonville beaches down here to the beaches around Melbourne. All right, let's get to the windy cities now, brought to you by Walgreens.
When is your flu shot more than a flu shot? When it helps give a life-saving vaccine to a child in need. Thanks to customers like you, Walgreens' Get a Shot, Give a Shot program has helped provide 15 million vaccines through the UN Foundation. It's that easy to make a difference. Walgreens, at the corner of happy and healthy.
Well, we'll start you off with Matthews Track, expected to make that approach near the Florida coastline on Friday. It does that curve and heads back out to sea, but North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia all getting hit hard. For us locally here, we're going to have the winds picking up on Sunday. Sunday's impact, beach areas could see gusts of 50 miles per hour. Locally here, up to 30. This morning, a little bit of fog. That fog advisory till 10 a.m., but the weekend, we're back to sunshine with highs cooling to the upper 60s.
And guys, you can see the waves already kicking back up, and I'm going to show you how big the waves could get here at beaches along the Florida coast in just a little bit, right here on GMA.
Boy, Ginger sounds really alarmed down there. Yeah. Coming up here, that new trouble for Samsung, a plane forced to evacuate after a passenger says his replacement phone